Hi guys. So I'm here today because I decided that I'm going to start a new curly hair journey. So I figured I would give you a few different tips, well 10 different tips on how to get healthy curly hair, or how to get healthy hair in general. So let's get started right away. So first of all, I would say before you start any type of curly hair journey, or before you try to just all of a sudden get healthy hair, you need to cut off your split ends. So any damaged hair, any split ends, you really have to just cut it off. I know it sounds terrible, especially if you might have a lot of it, but that's just what you have to do, because if you don't, then the hair is going to keep splitting more and more and more, and even though your roots are maybe growing in healthy, the ends are splitting and breaking. So that's the first thing before I start with anything. Okay, so first thing, stop with the heat. No heat, you can't do heat. No blow dryers, no flat irons. If you do have to use a blow dryer, then use it on the cool setting, but I would try to lay off of that as well. And don't think that you necessarily need one. For example, this is second day hair and it's air dried. I washed it yesterday, air dried it, pineappled it at night, took it out, and picked it out a little bit. So don't think that to get volume you need to use a blow dryer or a diffuser. It's not necessary. Just really try to lay off of it. It is winter, so if you have to do protective styles or something, braid outs, twist outs, whatever, but just try to avoid all heat. Even in the shower, I would recommend rinsing with cold water and washing maybe with lukewarm water. So, I mean, you have to be careful in the sun, in the shower, just all means of heat, lay off of it. The next one, deep condition, often. So I would say at least twice a month. Once a week is even really good, but you really have to set aside a time for it. I would put it in your calendar, you know, make an appointment for it. Say every other Sunday, for example, I'm going to deep condition my hair, because then you can keep up with it and you have a set time for it. So then you can't just say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you never get around to it. So it's really important. You can buy a deep conditioner, or you can even make your own. I have a link actually in the description box, I'll put it in there, on a video that I did about how to do a homemade deep conditioner using ingredients from your kitchen. So it's really quick, really easy. So the next one, I would say that for me personally, the curly girl method helped me. If you don't know what that is and you would like me to do a video on that, just let me know in the comments below and I can definitely do that. But basically, I didn't use any silicones when I was on my curly hair journey, and that was beneficial for me, so that's what I would recommend as well. The next one I would say is to use sulfate-free shampoo. So I use Diva Curl No Poo, and also the Shea Moisture, the raw shea butter moisturizing shampoo or something, but it's sulfate free. So yeah, that's what I use and I really like it, and that's what I recommend, because the sulfates in normal shampoo, it just really dries your hair out. If you have curly hair, then your hair is already drier than people with straight hair, so it's very important to keep the moisture in there. And co-washing is also fine. I also bought this new co-wash called As I Am, and I use that as well and I like it. If you're not using silicones, then co-washing is fine, which is just washing with conditioner or with a co-wash. Yeah, so silicones kind of cause buildup and then you might need a sulfate shampoo. But if you're not using silicones, you have nothing to worry about. Try to stick to, you know, products where you can read the ingredients on it, the ingredients list, and they're natural, so you don't get a lot of buildup. Okay, so my next tip would be to do hot oil treatments. This is really good to help with the moisture. So you could do this once or twice a month as well. Just take your favorite oils and heat it up a little bit and rub it in your scalp. So kind of just like massage your scalp with it, and that kind of helps to, you know, open up your pores and to stimulate your hair follicles. You can leave it in for a few hours and then just rinse it out. If you don't have time for hot oil treatments, then you can just put some coconut oil in your hair, keep it in overnight, wash it out the next day. Or what I found myself doing a lot is I would do the hot oil treatment and massage it into my scalp, leave that on for a few hours, and then wash my hair, do a deep conditioner. Like this would be like a whole day thing. Deep condition it, leave that on, and then, you know, I'm good for another couple of weeks. So it seems like a lot, but it's worth it if you want to get your hair healthy. So the next thing is if you're trying to get your curls back. So if you've lost your curls, or you know, you have waves, you can go back and look at my 1-year curly hair journey video, which I'll put down below in the description box. But I started off with just waves, and now my hair is so curly. And you know, these are the things that I did. And what else I did is I started braiding my hair. So if you like braid it or twist it, even if your hair doesn't look good in a twist out, which mine didn't, you could just sleep like that or whatever. But it kind of reminds your hair that, you know, this is what it's supposed to do. It reminds your hair that it's supposed to curl up like that. So if you manipulate it in these type of styles, in these twist outs and braid outs, then it'll really help your curls to come back. Okay, so number 7, don't use a comb. So combs should be out of the equation if you have curly hair, because it just pulls it and snags it. I always finger detangle. And when I first started finger detangling, and I even have fine hair, I was like, oh my gosh, how do people do this? But it is possible. You just really have to take your time, use enough conditioner. I would recommend the Tresemme Naturals, and just put a lot of that stuff. You could get almost a whole liter of it for $4. So, you know, just put that all in your hair, comb it out, and you know, it really just like, the tangles kind of just slip through your fingers. So really just take your time with that finger detangling. Once you familiarize yourself with it, it'll become easier and easier. Okay, the next tip is to use a cotton t-shirt or a microfiber towel to dry your hair. So don't dry your hair with the normal towel. That's also part of the curly girl method, or what I learned through the curly girl method. My next tip is don't rip through your knots or your tangles. So sometimes, well actually I'm pretty sure we all get them if we have curly hair. You'll get a knot in your hair. Easily, all the time. I always get them. Instead of ripping it apart, just kind of try to work through it, maybe put extra conditioner on it and try to work through it. If it doesn't work, cut it off. It's as easy as that. It's not going to change your whole hairstyle if you cut off a little knot in the back or wherever. It's all right, life goes on, it'll grow back. But it's better than ripping it apart, and then, you know, you rip so many strands of hair, and then you have split hair and damaged hair, and just cut it off if you can't work through it, okay? The next tip is to drink lots of water and eat properly, you guys. Just remember that your hair grows from inside, you know, so you have to be healthy yourself. You have to drink a lot of water to flush everything through. I've heard of people taking vitamins like biotin or just like a multivitamin. Just make sure you're getting all your nutrition. Make sure that you're healthy yourself, and then your hair can grow out healthy. So yeah, that's it. I'm really happy that you've watched this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I did help some of you. When I first started wearing my hair curly, or when I first started my curly hair journey, I knew nothing about it, and a lot of YouTube videos helped me, so I hope that I can do the same for some of you. If you have any questions, then leave them down below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. And I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!